Hello, everyone, and welcome. I told you guys I was going to do triangle strategy tonight, and so here we... This looks like it should be fine. I'm streaming it from the Steam Deck, so I'm able to have it all tabbed, and it doesn't, compromise the sound or anything like that, so that's good. We're in a good spot already. Alright, so if we begin our quick save day, I think we can... Let's just load the manual save data, that's fine.
By order of King Regna, Serenoa escorts their esteemed guests back home, beyond the forest and over the mountains to a vast sand-swept land. Before long, a grand wall of stone rises before them. Known as the Goddess's Shield, behind it lies the source, Nozelia's only supply of salt.
So this is the giant wall that protects the salt lake shaped like a heart. What an interesting thing. What interesting times they live in.
Upon the lake shores of the source towers a giant likeness of the goddess, ever watching over the flourishing city and the palace below. This is the holy state of Hyzant.
Alright, the holy state of Hyzant. So we're finally making it here. Apparently this is... it's been a while since I've done this, but apparently this is where we get, the Ice Mage.
I had heard tales of the goddess's shield, but its grandeur surpasses even my imagination.
It protected the holy state from
That
both Glenbrook and Esfrost during the war. None in history have succeeded in breaching it. Do you think you might fare better, Lord Serenoa?
I think penetrating these walls would be nigh impossible.
So if it looks like I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at the Steam.
A most courteous answer. I should have expected as much.
What are they banging on?
What's that sound?
Oh, is it time to pray? I think it's praying time now. Everyone, it is praying time.
Could this be?
Is this the hour of worship I've heard so much about?
Indeed.
Yep, apparently
Byzantines
it's time
offer
to
their
get
prayers
down and
up to
pray.
the goddess's statue every day.
I mean, I guess. Hello, little Mishi. How are you doing today?
They thank her for her blessing, for bestowing us with the source, from which all Norzalia salt
I mean,
is
when aren't
harvested.
you lurking, honey? You're generally lurking. Also, I just noticed you have the 2-month subscriber thing. Thank you so much.
To see every
Every
citizen
bit helps,
pray
and I
is
really appreciate that. Thank you.
astonishing.
The goddess truly is at the center of all Hyzant, just as the stories say.
Even so, are there none who'd use this time of worship to rob their fellow citizens?
Oh, I'm sure somebody does.
There are
I'm
none
sure
so
someone does.
misguided among the goddess's believers.
There totally are people that would do. There is no is not going to have that happen.
All Hyzantians are guaranteed food, clothing, and shelter. The holy state
Oh,
has
so
done everything
Hyzant
in
is,
its power to eliminate poverty
Is
and
what
ensure
Russia tried to be.
equality.
That's awesome. Good job.
As a result, no one envies
You're
others or
too-
craves riches for selfish
Um,
reasons.
If the screen is too dark or anything, let me know. I'm trying to... So I'm streaming this from the Steam Deck to the computer, so it's easier to do that. And also, I can go in and out of it without it saying, hey, you aren't going to have any sound or anything. It's going to look like the game just froze.
Certainly, if everyone were equal.
And
There'd be
thank you
naught
for
to
the
fight
3-month
about.
subscription, Michael. Thank you so much.
But achieving absolute equality is impossible.
Good, I'm glad. So I'm comparing it from what I have on the Steam Deck to what OBS shows, and it looks like maybe OBS is a bit dimmer, but
words
also
of
the
an
Steam Deck is
unbeliever.
like super
The
bright.
goddess showers
And
her
I do have
blessings
my
fairly
screen
upon
on my
all
end
who
at least
follow
dimmed a
her
little.
teachings.
But what I have on my settings, as far as the dimming goes, isn't what's translated over to the stream.
Before we visit the Hierophant, there is one thing I must tell
Remember,
you about
children,
Lady
never
Frederica.
trust anyone named the Hierophant. If that is their title, they are not to be trusted. For my subscription still, let me see. I do not believe it is. I believe it ends. Alright, so yeah, it's current. But Reddit actually took part in that.
Under normal circumstances, the head of our
Well,
nation would not
that's
permit an
the
audience
graphics
with
and all
one of
that.
those Ellen
Wait, did you
extracts.
actually play this on my birthday on Monday? I forget if you no, you were working. That's right. You were on duty. You didn't get to. So yeah, this game is. Yeah, I remember now. So if you're familiar with Octopath Traveler, it's very similar to that in the animation style. A bit, yes. So it's a Square Enix game, so Square made this, and obviously Square has a very distinctive style with the things they do. But what this game in particular takes a lot of its artistic inspiration from is the Octopath series. So if you played Octopath Traveler, Traveler 2, or 0, you've seen, or even have seen it, not even played it, if you've seen it, then you'll recognize the enhanced 16-bit sprites that are, they look like really, really extremely polished sprites from like the Super Nintendo era. But look, like here, you see the mouse moving over here. All the background stuff, all the scenery is extremely well set up with other things. Quality of animation for things that move, for the stuff that's stationary, it just looks like it was, you know, maybe some of them look like oil paintings, some of them look like they were just, you know, hand drawn and then rendered like this. But that's what the Octopath series is. That's its hallmarks, at least artistically, is a foreground that is more of a 16-bit heyday of JRPGs, like the Super Nintendo era of JRPGs. But the backgrounds and everything are like extremely well generated, well rendered. I mean, it looks really nice. In particular, background are definitely of a higher quality than the character sprites in the foreground.
We have explained the circumstances, however, and she has been granted special permission to enter the palace as an envoy.
But yeah,
That
this
said,
is, like I
we
said,
would
it's a
ask
Square
that Lady
game.
Frederica remain silent before the Holy One.
Yeah, I am. I am getting those, yes. Yeah, don't worry, it's not you, I
Silence.
promise. It's me.
Why?
Well, no, I mean, you are... the messages are from...
I reiterate that typically she would not be so much as allowed to attend. We ask for your understanding of our creed.
Yeah, your creed of being a bunch of dick. No, you're a dirt.
You mean to treat one of Glenbrook's delegates as if she weren't even there?
Prince Roland, you are here in secret. It would not do for you to gainsay another nation's religious creed.
You can be two things, honey.
I have no objections.
Besides, I'm surprised you're here and not digging a hole or something. Like a fucking Diglett. I'm gonna fucking make that your name in Discord, Pykel the Diglett. Yes, a brief moment, everybody. I am changing somebody's name in Discord to Pykel the Diggler. There, now you have a new name, Pykel the Diggler. Pykel the Diggler. Oh,
My apologies.
I will step on you. And not always in a way you will enjoy.
You needn't apologize. Let us do what we came here for.
No, it is not. That is why it is a punishment.
We appreciate your understanding. Now then, let us show you to the palace.
The X-Arm is actually... I don't know if he becomes a bad guy or not later on. But he's at least, at this point, reasonable and not a... I do like the lady, though. She's nice. No, punishment. That's a punishment. I do not do punishments. At all. Oh, fuck me. It's the Hierophant.
That is where the Hierophant resides.
Yeah, I like Layla.
The Hierophant imparts us with the goddess's divine messages.
Wow, that
None
is a
are
deep
allowed
voice.
to look upon the Holy One's face. None save Minister Edor, who conveys their divine words to us.
Pardon our intrusion. Lord Serenoa Wolfort of Glenbrook has escorted us home on behalf of King Regna.
The Hierophant speaks to you. Serenoa Wolfort, we thank you for your gracious gesture.
Yes, we do. The most gracious gesture. I do not tolerate writing.
We are overjoyed and humbled that you have chosen to grace our nation with your presence.
I am unworthy of such high praise, but honored nonetheless.
House Wolfort and Hyzant have shared a deep bond ever since the Sultan War. On behalf of the Saintly Seven, it is my wish that our friendship will be as strong as it was with your Lord Father.
But of course, I strive to one day measure up to his greatness.
I do love this. This game is such a book, though. This is such a novel.
You will also, in time, succeed Lord Simon as advisor to the mining venture, I hear.
Are you guys still able to hear me? Give me just a moment to restart this, then. Hold on. I'm not entirely certain what happened. Are we able to see it again? Can everyone see it now? Honestly, I'm pretty sure that was just OBS being a piece of shit. That or... Actually, no, it wasn't. That was Steam just shutting itself off. Apropos of nothing. Seriously, get fucked, Steam. Honest. Alright. You didn't miss anything. As soon as I saw the screen go black, I just stopped. Steam is a small idiot company. No, Failure Vision's a piece of shit. Company that sexually assaults its fucking employees. They need to be fucking punished. You had one job, California, one fucking job, and it was to prosecute the people at Failure Vision for sexually assaulting employees. And what did you do? You swept it under the rug. Fuck you, California. You had one job.
A safe reply, to say the least, Lord Serenum.
Yes, the Democratic People's Republic of California. They do not do a very good job of doing the thing they should. Yeah, any other issues I may have had with them aside, the fact that they just let Failure Vision get away with sexually assaulting employees, no, just fucking no. The rule of law is a thing that should matter, not just, well, they gave us money, so we're gonna go away.
It is an ideal that I can only hope is shared by all those involved.
Hopefully, but no, that could not happen. We're gonna have something get fucked up.
I might ask, what is the ideal to which the Holy One aspires?
No, we don't want to do that.
Goddess's blessing with all of Norzelia.
Then they may think that those are good ideas.
The Holy One wishes for a world where people
Oh,
are
does
equal.
it good? It seems a bit loud on mine. Not my volume, the game's volume. No, we're gonna make them think that ideas they have are good ideas, so... Not that what they're doing is not that this is a good idea. No, the dumb things they do. Like, think it's cool for giant corporations to literally sexually assault employees and drink someone's breast milk like that. That was so weird. They're
The
weird.
goddess
Why are they so
always
weird?
watches over those
Why are
who
you so
believe in
wrong,
her.
Failure Vision?
May you all receive her divine protection.
I
apologize
see
for
Inanna.
visiting you in
Hello.
secret, but there's something I must ask you. I have heard that the people of Hyzant live in equality. They say the goddess showers blessings upon those who follow her teachings. Is that the only reason?
Thank you so much. I see the 4-month subscription there. Thank you, Anna. You cannot even... Oh, can't hear. Oh my goodness, and then Sally comes in with 10-month subscription. Thank you both so much.
Oh, a studious one you are, Prince Roland. King Regna has raised you well. Of course, the goddess's teachings are at the core of the equality our citizens enjoy.
Oh, for fuck's sake, it did it again. Alright. And thank you so much, Anna. Let me get the stream going again. Again. You know what's probably happening? I'm probably getting attacked, shutting down my stream because I keep telling them how bad they are on stream for all of my, you know, being told how bad. That's just too much for them. They can't handle it. I like that I learned how to do this text thing. Now I can put up all kinds of messages.
But there are many measures taken by the Holy State to ensure the happiness of our people.
Minister Lila's Ministry of Medicine, which dedicates itself to the study of preserving life, is another
If you see me
example
looking
of
away,
this.
it's because I'm looking over at the Steam Deck. We're trying to do things while... So I'm trying to watch the thing through OBS while using the Steam Deck to
The
control
results
it,
of
but
their
sometimes I
research
just
have
look
allowed
over it.
many people to overcome illness and injury and live long, healthy lives.
So basically, they're using space magic.
Fascinating. I would like to hear more about Hyzant's medical discoveries.
I see we managed to pique your interest. Minister Lila, I leave our guests in your capable hands.
No,
Pray,
space magic
show them around the
manifests in many
ministry
ways, not
and let
just
them
the
admire
whole.
Hyzant's pursuit of life and magic.
So, he has a deep voice. We've established this. I cannot tell, however, if his deep voice is he is the bad guy, or his deep voice is just he has a deep voice. No, it is not space wizard samurai magic. It is just regular magic. Probably from space, because apparently deities live in the sky.
Brother, where is Roland? I've yet to see him today.
Glitter marine magic? Oh my goodness.
And you shan't, for he has left. Took it upon himself to join the mission abroad.
He did? I see.
Inside voice, Michael. We do not shout here. Do not worry, we are used to this by now. We are getting it to come back, I swear to fuck. This is... it has failure vision. We're under attack by failure vision. No, it's not the Steam Deck, it's something else. It does this sometimes.
Again,
Alright,
prioritizing his
hopefully it's
personal
stable.
wishes above his station. Is there no end to his selfishness?
You haven't any love for him, have you?
He's kind of a dick.
Love. I would rather think of him as little as humanly possible.
Yeah, Freddy's a jackass. I hope we get to stab him.
How can you say that? He's family.
Royal family, and our duty is to the crown above all. Do not look to Roland for inspiration if you wish to carry yourself in a manner befitting your station, dear Cordelia.
Yeah, Freddy's a dick. We should stab him. So, I'm probably going to stream for like about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Let's go to the encampment. To the encampment we go, and to the trading post. What do you have in tandem? Alright. No, I'm not going to go do 2 hours. It is very good. I really enjoy this game. So, if you look at it, if you're familiar at all with the Octopath series, it's very much the same animation and art style, with, you know, enhanced 8 or 16-bit sprites in the foreground, and then the backgrounds and setting and all that look like they're hand-painted or of a much higher animation quality. Unicorn Overlord, I haven't heard of that. What is it? What sort of game is that? Oh, I love Fire Emblem stuff. I'll have to look at it. Is it on Steam? I'll have to try and find that. What is it on? Let's murder the... Actually, no. Let's not kill the brigands. We don't need to do that. Let's see. Do we have enough to upgrade anybody's weapon at all? We don't have enough money. We are poor because we don't have enough coins. We have 80 coins. Fucking coins, I swear. Alright, we will worry about that later. Let's go and do more of the story. Oh, it's on console? What console is it on? Is it on everything or just only certain ones?
Look, a Rosellan. I heard she's an envoy from Glenbrook.
I'm pulling it up right now on a computer here. It looks... Oh, I like how this looks. Oh, it is on everything. This definitely has a, oh goodness, what is it? Three Houses, aesthetic to it. Fire Emblem Three Houses. Fucking Fire Emblem High School. You know, I'm probably going to play that next. I have Tactics Ogre Reborn. I got that a long while ago, and I'm probably going to play that next. I'm either going to play that, or I'm going to play, got that today, it's on sale. But yeah, I'm probably going to play that next. What I'm deciding, though, is that I'm playing, obviously on stream. What I'm not sure if I want to do, though, is if I want to play that on stream and make a brand new
Is her
game,
kind even allowed to enter
or
our
do I
halls?
want to just kind of pick up from where I've got going? Because I may just make a new one. I have no idea what the fuck I'm even doing in the one I have going. Also, I don't know if people can hear me. We're in an ad break.
I can only assume she received special permission, since Minister Lila's showing her around.
I'll just say it in.
Ironic, considering the wishes of us researchers are hardly ever granted.
Yeah, being a pawn or a cog in the thing sucks.
What a splendid facility you have here. I can see why your nation excels in the medical arts.
Normally, only Ministry staff are allowed in. Having outsiders view our work is unprecedented.
Yes, we're gonna steal all of your magical healing secrets so we can learn how to heal people with magic. Even though we have a healer here already.
We cannot thank you enough for your generosity.
If I heard correctly, it sounds like you are researching life itself.
That we are. In order to cure illnesses and injuries, we must set our sights high.
Yes, we have to set our sights high. We have to be the very best like no one ever was.
Even illnesses deemed uncurable in other nations?
Oh goodness, I need to fix something. Hold on a moment. If you're not familiar with the Steam Deck, there are trackpads, one on each side of it, so the right and the left. And I brushed my thumb over the right one, and normally that's not set to anything. Sometimes it's set to joystick, other times it's set to mouse. Unless I'm playing a game that requires mouse movement or mouse usage, I turn that off immediately. As soon as I felt any kind of tactile response, like, nope, we are not doing that.
There is no miracle panacea in this world, but we like to think nothing is impossible.
Wonderful. And would you be willing to share those results with others, should you achieve them?
If you believe in the goddess's teachings, yes. At least, that is what I would expect the Holy One to say.
Minister Lila.
Oh, an air fryer.
Preparations for the experiment are complete.
I've never done that. Was it any good? Or are you... Or are you still eating it? Knowing you probably already ate it, right? You inhale the food and the alcohol.
My apologies, but I must get back to work.
Anna will not share her alcohol with you, little Pikel. Pikel the Diglett.
You are free to take a look around. However, I ask you to not enter the restricted areas.
No restricted areas for us. Who is this guy? Is this the Ice Mage? I think this is the Ice Mage.
Of course. Nothing is free in the Ministry, nor anywhere in Hyzant.
Yeah, Anna will not share the alcohol. Unfortunately, I do not believe we have agency to enter the restricted area.
Some who will resist.
So I have something that you would want to have, Anna. No, what I have you would want to have. I have a 3-pound bag of gourmet gummy bears.
Who might you be?
Just a researcher, nothing more.
No, they're not. Well, then you may not have it, if you're gonna be that way. I will share them with Nishi and Pykel. Pykel the Diglett. He will dig a hole, and then he will want to have gummy bears.
Serenoa, I could use some fresh air, if you don't mind.
You know, we both can say that. We both outrank Pykel. Pykel, the low-ranking Diglett. No, you may not. You need to go to the range and actually hit targets that you aim at, and not stare at birds like a derp.
But of course, let us take a break outside.
Because the range is for practicing and being safe, not staring at birds like an idiot. Pykel. We may not go into the restricted area, but we can talk to the peoples. Merchants. Some merchants are open for business during the exploration phase and may be selling rare items you'll not find at the provisioner in the encampment. It would be wise to speak with any shopkeepers you meet. No, you may not. What were you firing? The dishwasher pistol. Sigh. Dishwasher pistol. It's a dishwasher pistol. Oh wait, is there wind magic in this? Oh, that's neat. So if you light stuff on fire, you can make it go to more places with wind. That's really neat. I like that. Of course you want a shotgun. No, that's not a... Derp Pykel from the army. Pykel the Derpy Diglett. So, speaking of that, though, speaking of shotguns, I find it funny how most games treat the shotgun as just like a extremely short-range weapon, when it very much is not. Yes, if you're using buckshot, it is. If you're using any sort of shot, it can be. But there's a thing called slugs, which are just big fucking bullets. And they can get good, you can get those down range pretty well. No, I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about just in general. I'm talking about games seem to have this misconception that only things that can be loaded in a shotgun are just shot. You can't load slugs into a shotgun because slugs don't exist. But it always gets me thinking about that, how this one time when PUBG first came out, I was in one of the towers, and I saw a guy coming in. I didn't realize I picked up a shotgun because I didn't see the name of it. I realized later on it was a fucking S12K, so it's a shotgun, but it's a shotgun with slugs. I had a scope and everything on it, and I sat there and shot a guy from, oh goodness, he had to have been, you know, at least 100 yards away, and I put him down with it. It was very amusing. You know, I like the P90. The P90 is a good weapon, but so I like it for that. But I don't like the way it loads. The magazine loading is weird, and because of that, I don't like it. But I know it's a good weapon, just the magazine loading is weird. Besides, I much prefer my, my MP5. Yes, thank you all for joining Mom's Gun Talk this evening. Oh no, well of course you have the actual, you know, proper one that can switch between burst and single fire. You have access to that kind of thing. Just like my MP5 can do the same thing. We're allowed to have that. I mean, like, civilians are not, but, you know, we can have it. Good night, little Mishi. Sweet dreams. Yeah, that's gonna happen. The goddess is gonna definitely ensure you guys win. Just like oh wait, she did not the last time. Religious zealot people are weird. You should. They're a good weapon. They're a very solid weapon. Especially with the sort of stuff you would be using it for, which would end up being more close quarter. It's a compact weapon, it has a good rate of fire and good handling. It's great for close quarter stuff and building searches. That's why I prefer using it. No, that is not for you. You may not have that. That is not for you. I'm well aware you technically could. We cannot pass through here, whatever that is. Whatever over here is, I think that's where the salt lives. You do not need to investigate that. You know what it does. Do not, Pykel. No. She knows better than to listen to you, Pykel. She's not going to do what you said. What did you do? I believe so, yes. Oh, yes, I do remember. And that's wonderful. Good. That's very good. No, it is absolutely wealth that drives Hyzant. There is no church that is like, oh, hey, we are absolutely just only about the faith and the happiness of the people. No, you want the money. You mean one of the most wealthy landowners on the planet? I'm sorry, I cannot hear you over the sound of the Catholic Church Scrooge McDucking into a goddamn river of money. Oh, they can love the church all they want, but the church wants the money. Make no mistake, Action God wants your money. For those unfamiliar why I call him Action God, I saw a Bible in the form of a comic book that was to appeal to the younger generation, which actually is a very clever marketing thing. Like, I do appreciate the fact that they went through something very clever like that, but it's called the Action Bible. And ever since then, I referred to him as Action God and his son Dirtbike Jesus, who jumped over the dunes in the desert for your sins. Well, it's not really so much what the Bible is about, just the name of it has now given, you know, Elohim the name Action God, and then his son, Dirtbike Jesus. Not just regular Jesus, dirtbag Jesus. I think we'll probably stop here after we finish this conversation. And then, let's see. No, I don't want to end the exploration. Let's see. I haven't talked to him yet. I might. I don't know. It is going to be 2300 here after I finish the stream. So I may be able to play for a little bit. No, what no, Otto, I know. What are we knowing? What about it? Yeah, I know, you're an hour ahead of me. Yeah, I'm probably going to end at 2300 on the dot. Let's see, I'm gonna save first. Because I don't want to go into the thing here and it, like, fuck up what I'm doing. I want to enter the Ministry of Medicine. Well, thank you for coming, at least. If you have it on, if you have it set to where it notifies you I'm going to be terrible at games like this, then, yeah, it'll notify you. But I'll probably be streaming all week like this. I'm going to stream this the same way I did, Final Fantasy Tactics, and just stream all the way through. Well, what I'll more than likely do is, until I beat this, I'm going to probably make Saturdays a long-form stream. So instead of like the hour and a half to 2 hours I generally do, I'll probably go much longer. I'll probably go like 4 hours or more. It is. I somehow tipped a vehicle over driving on a completely flat surface because the collision is super fucking amazing in there. I drove over perfectly flat ground and the vehicle fell over. It wasn't even a vehicle I made. This was just the fucking buggy that the game gives you at the start. I drove straight and it fell over. Aw, beans. Here, if you want, message me on Discord and I'll make sure I let you know whenever I'm gonna stream. I'll let you know beforehand. Well, since it's almost 2300, I better wrap it up. So, again, thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Thank you all for all of the subscription renewals. We've got 4 or 5 month people here. Thank you all so much for that. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. And if you are not already, if you want to go ahead and follow me so you can get notified I'm going to be bad at games, make sure you have the bell turned on so it tells you when I'm going to be doing something. You already harass me on Discord. You come to me on Discord with your, like, peeking emojis and your peeking gifs, and I pick you up, and you're like, yay! And you're very happy when I do that. Yes, if you are not already, please follow. And then make sure you have the bell turned on so that you get notified. If you're able to, if you want to go ahead and... Yeah, uppies. She wants uppies. And if you are able to, if you want to go ahead and subscribe, we're working towards our goal of 30 subscribers. So we're getting there. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month. I would really appreciate it if you gave that to me. It doesn't cost you anything extra. It's all rolled into your Amazon Prime subscription. If you don't want to give it to me, though, for whatever reason, give it to somebody. Don't let it go to waste. Because hopefully whomever you give it to will appreciate it. I know I absolutely will. But thank you all so much for joining me, and have a good night. I will stream tomorrow around the same time, maybe a little bit earlier. But, mwah, Johnny.